Dhaoibh, everyone. Um, so that's actually how you say hello to a group of people. It's actually how you do it in Ireland, but you say Dhaoibh, and then usually a response is Dia Dhaoibh, which is them returning back, "Hey, how's it going?" But Dhaoibh is, "Hey, how are you?" in Ireland. I mean, the thing is too. They also use obviously what we would use in America, like "Hey, how's it going?" But today I thought it would be really cool to talk about Irish folklore. Um, and actually, the Irish folklore I want to focus on today is definitely it relates to Odin. Odin's family tree. Um, but I will like to tell you all that whatever is associated in in the gods in Marvel, so in in Asgard. So on the thing is the family organization in Marvel is a whole lot. It's fictional. It is not based off of true facts about what it is in reality, what it is in real life. But I'm going to explain to you guys that the way they have it, so Marvel has their own take on it, and that's why that's why it's fictional. But in reality, I will say there is some parts of it. I will say I'll start off talking about Loki. But in the Marvel movies, Loki is referred to being the adopted brother of Thor. Now, in Norse mythology and the real thing, Loki is actually the brother to Odin, meaning that he is the uncle to Thor. Um, and the fact that because Loki also has children, the wolf Fenris. um trying to remember, but he's got, so yeah, so Loki's kids consist of, so the female giant, so Loki actually um married a female giant named Angerboda, the distress bringer. um Loki produced a progeny Hel, the goddess of death. So that was Kate Blanchett's character in Thor Ragnarok. She played the goddess of death. But other kids Loki has is Jormungand, the serpent that surrounds the world, and Fenris Sulfur, the wolf. Loki is also credited with giving birth to Sleipnir, Odin's eight-legged horse. Um, but and then the kids of Odin. So since we know that Loki is the brother, the blood brother of Odin, you're probably wanting to know who are Odin's kids. Now, obviously, Thor. So they did mark. Obviously, Thor is a son of Odin. Balder. Balder is one of the sons. Vior and Vali, and then two other gods mentioned as sons of Odin in kennings in Skald's Aparmal is Hermor and Hemdall. So Hemdall is the gatekeeper in the movies played by Idris Elba. But Hemdall is but I know from like if you guys have played God of War Ragnarok, Hemdall he was the one that actually what was it that hurt Atreus, Kratos's son. Um but Hemdall kind of played definitely the um he played the bully kind of, I mean really like the bully, that bullied Atreus. And but what is really cool about all of this is that so there's Aesir of beauty and wisdom and whose depth. The so these of death heralds the beginning of this. So is Aesir is the beauty and wisdom. Um, he was the blind son of Odin and Frigg. But he was the, I would say, god, not god of darkness, but he was of dark, yeah, blind Ezra of darkness, son of Odin and Frigg. Yep. But so there's the twin brother of Baldur as well, Hodor. Hodor was the twin brother of Baldur and the blind Ezra of darkness son. So Baldur and the blind Aesir of darkness, that's what began Ragnarok. Well, at least no. It was Aesir of beauty and wisdom who says death heralds the beginning of Ragnarok. Son of Odin and Frigg. So Thor's mother in the movie was named Freya, but her real name is Frigg. In Norse mythology, like in real time. Loki's father, Old Norse is a Jotun in Norse mythology and all sources. He is portrayed as the father of Loki. Far about far about he is attested in the Pros Edda and kennings of Viking Age skalds. So Odin has been married a lot of times. So Odin, when so he's the All Father, and his children include prominent gods like Thor with Jord, Baldur, and Hor with Frigg. So he had Thor, Jord, Baldur. So he had four children. One, two, three, four with Frigg. Um, he had one Vioar with Grior. So that's six. And he had Valley with Rinder. And then other notable sons mentioned include Harmor, Bragi, and sometimes Hemdalar. These deities hold key roles in Asgard, governing aspects like strength, justice, and the afterlife. So Hor actually mistakenly kills Balder. But the key children of Odin, it says Thor, god of thunder, son of Odin and Jord, earth, Joro, son of Odin and Joro. Okay, yep, it says it right there. So Thor is the child that was born with okay. So actually Odin was married. Let's see here. It says Thor with Joro. One, two, three, four. So Odin has had children with four other women. Because Thor actually. So Thor's mother was not Frigg, it was Joro. But that makes. Okay, so Odin is he's the real father to all of them, but they had different mothers. That makes a lot more sense. But Thor is it says here is the son of Odin and Joro. Baldur, he's the god of light and beauty, and he's the son of Odin, one of the sons of Odin and Frigg. Vioar, is that his name? So they call him Vidar, I think. The silent god, son of Odin and the gigantus Grior. Vali, avenger of Baldur. So I'm guessing Vali avenged Baldur, son of Odin and Rindr. Hor or Hod, blind god, son of Odin and Frigg, who mistakenly kills Baldur, which I think that's when the beginning of Ragnarok started, because Baldur was. Because I know when Baldur gets killed, Ragnarok starts, or like it's the beginning of Ragnarok. And then there's Bragi, the god of poetry and eloquence. And then Meli, or what is it, Meli, sometimes mentioned as a son of Odin and the actual brother to Thor. Loki, in traditional Norse mythology, Loki is not Odin's son, he is Odin's blood brother. Tyr, often described as a son of Odin in later texts, though some poems attribute him to the giant Hymir. But it says here Odin's children are primarily members of the Aesir tribe and are crucial to the narrative surrounding Ragnarok. But this is actually really interesting. One of the best, I would say, video games that really are two best video games that really capture Norse mythology really well. I would say the God of War games are a really good I mean, at least God of War 4 and God of War Ragnarok. Like, those really capture the essence of Norse mythology. I mean, I will say God of War 4 for sure. You know, when Kratos and Atreus journey through the nether, basically they encounter Baldur. As I mean, Baldur does play the the enemy of Kratos, or I would say definitely makes it hard for Kratos and Atreus to continue their journey, because Baldur is hunting them. Well, actually, he's finding them, but he knows where they're going. Because like they run into Freya, and things like that, and things turn very ugly very fast. I mean, Baldur's out. He doesn't want them even around. Freya, because Freya was his mom. Actually, they don't call her Freya. They call her Frigg. Not Frigg. Is it? So, but I mean, it makes sense. Like mother protecting son, son protecting mother. But Kratos and Atreus are in the thing, Baldur knocks on their freaking door in the beginning of the game, but because Kratos is the son of Sparta, right? But he's also, hang on, Kratos, Norse mythology. So Kratos, so that's right. In the game, Atreus. So Atreus is actually Loki in the game. he plays a young Loki. Um, is the Norse god of mischief and the champion of the Jontar and the god of war universe. He is the son of Kratos and Howya. So, so actually, Kratos a a character for, or actually a realistic character from Greek mythology, but he was a violent Spartan warrior, a mighty general, and a demigod born from the lions of Zeus. During his lifetime, he offered to enter servitude to Ares to gain the power to defeat a barbarian horde. So, wow. So he was born from the lions of Zeus. During his lifetime, he offered. Born from the lions of Zeus. So, Russell Crowe plays Zeus, and so I'm wondering if he's like a combination of Greek mythology and Norse mythology, like. But it says during his lifetime. So he was born from the lions of Zeus, but during his lifetime, like during growing up, he offered to enter servitude to, so he served Ares to gain the power to defeat a barbarian horde. So yeah, Ares kind of like took him in, and he served Ares, the Greek god, Poseidon. And so obviously is, so Zeus, Ares, Poseidon. So yeah, Zeus is the one of the three gods. So actually, Zeus is definitely cross-referenced, I feel like, but he's more Greek. You hear his name from like Greek mythology a lot. Along the tales with like Hercules. So I mean, it somewhat. I mean, I will say it does tie in, like Greek and Norse mythology definitely tie the knot into each other. Like it's a long lineage, but it's two separate lineages, like centuries over time. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end my live. I'm gonna get ready for my live stream for Assassin's Creed Valhalla today. But I thought we would do another video probably tonight about another interesting Irish myth and legend folklore, or really history of Norse mythology, is the son, actually the children of Fenrir, the son of Loki, the wolf. Because Loki, the thing is, he has a lot of, like, his children are all animal themed, pretty much. I mean, Hela, the goddess of death, which is funny because they actually made her a sister in the movie of Thor and Loki, which Odin never revealed to Loki and Thor in the movie that they had a sister. Like it was just in Thor Ragnarok. They're like, you didn't tell, Thor's like, you didn't tell us this. But there, I will say, Odin in the movie, played by Anthony Hopkins, he held back a lot of stuff from Thor and Loki, like especially Loki not knowing that like Odin, obviously in real life, Loki is not at all a child to Odin. He's Odin's brother. So they were still blood, but that's kind of what I want to know is like if Loki, like, is that true? Is like, is he really related to? I mean, it said giants, so like I want to know like if like that was accurate about frost giants. Like, is that like, because that's very interesting. But Th- Odin's children consist of Thor, Baldur, and those other two, where there's definitely other branches that lead to like Hemdall. But yeah, I mean, I want to actually talk about the children of Fenrir, Loki's son, because the so Fenrir. I mean, actually, I want to talk about the history of Loki's son for multiple reasons, and really how that wolf was tortured by by Odin himself. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end my live, but I'm gonna what I'll be doing today is um I'll be ranking. I'm gonna look at some of the different outfits that I want to rank as on my list, and I'm gonna do my live probably. Let's see, what time is it? So maybe this afternoon around 1 o'clock, which I will schedule that. I'm gonna schedule the live now. But thank you all for watching.